but they never get up off their rusty dusty, their blessed assurance, and do anything.
That's right.
And God is saying, I'm not going to keep bailing man out. Man going to have to work. Oh yeah, he going to have to work out his own salvation. The Bible says that we are to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. That means that if you're going to be rescued, if you're going to find a place of safety, you're going to have to put in your time too.
Amen.
Oh yeah. He's just not going around just passing stuff out. I'm here to tell somebody that the days of him just doing it for you are over.
That's right.
You got a part to play. You got a role to play. You got a part to do. And you got to learn how to do your part despite everything that you're facing. And get it in your head, please, that God is working on something for you, but he wants you to work too with him.
Amen.
Thank you, Lord.
Then this brings me to this point. Okay, God, I know why you chose Noah. I know why you chose a flood, because Noah had to build an ark because he had his role to play. But here's Noah in the middle of this situation, and here's the challenge for Noah. The challenge for Noah is he knows what God's plan is, but he don't know what to do.
All right.
What, God? You want me to build and what? An ark? What's that?
Thank you, Lord.
Here's what you got to understand about that day and time, that before the flood, it had never rained before. Had never rained before. They didn't know what rain was. Because if you go back into the scriptures, it'll tell you that God watered the earth by allowing springs to come up from the ground. So that's how they got their water. So in the day that God told Noah, I'm bringing a flood, Noah's like, what's a flood? I need you to build an ark. What's an ark?
Amen.
I don't know what an ark is. What is that? And so now Noah has the job of trying to build something that no one else has seen, let alone built.
Amen. All right.
Oh God. Noah has the job of trying to create something that nobody knows anything about. And some people are probably tripping, thinking he's crazy, because ain't nobody ever seen an ark before. Nobody has ever seen a rain come from the water. Water, what's rain? What's that? I don't know what none of that stuff is. Know what you talking about?
Amen.
That's right.
Noah had no consulting firm he could bring in.
That's right.
Noah had no instruction manual. He had no blueprints to follow. But guess what? It didn't stop him from doing it.
Amen.
That's right. That's right.
Noah, the Bible says that as soon as God gave him the instructions, Noah did what? He went and did it.
That's right.
All right.
Here's what I have to say to you, and I want you to get this. When you face challenges in your life in building the plan God has for you, don't be afraid to make mistakes to discover how to do it.
That's right.
See, we want to have everything happen for us when we try the first time. And we want everything to happen right there, but it don't always happen right there. Sometimes you got to scrap what you're doing and start all over.
That's right.
Sometimes you got to learn how to work God's plan through trial and error.
Amen.
Amen.
And don't allow your lack of experience and your lack of understanding to keep you from flowing in the thing that God has planned for you, because not everybody knows everything, but you can learn. Anybody got the capacity to learn?
Amen. Amen.
I don't care what God called you to do. I don't care what God's plan is for you to do. You got to learn how to work through your lack of experience, work through your lack of understanding, your lack of knowledge, and get it done anyway.
Amen.
That's right.
Thank you, Lord.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure people was like, man, Noah crazy.
Amen.
Man, what this dude? This dude tripping. Ain't nobody heard of no ark. What the? An ark? What is an ark? I ain't never heard of an ark before in my life.
Amen.
Rain coming from the sky, man, this dude crazy, man. I'm pretty sure that Noah made the mistake of putting parts in the wrong place and had to tear it down and start all over again. But he didn't let that stop him.
That's right.
Just because he didn't have knowledge of it, it didn't stop him.
That's right.
And so, watch this. Another point I want to make about building the ark. God, and I want y'all to really get this one. God gave Noah the measurements and the material, but the innovation and creative genius was left up to him.
That's right.
Noah, go get you some gopher wood, shellac that thing with pitch from the inside out. It needs to be this many cubits long, this many cubits wide, this many cubits high. Now go do the thing. God told him what the design should be, but he allowed him to be as creative with it as he wanted to be. Watch this. Noah had to figure out for himself. God told him, all right, there needs to be a lower deck, a middle deck, and a higher deck. But Noah had to figure out himself which animals would fit best in which areas of the boat. And he had to build the boat in conjunction with that thought. Oh, man. Right. Noah had to figure out himself how to make sure that the proper balance, weight balance, was in the boat. He figured that out himself. Noah had to figure out himself how much ventilation and where the ventilation needs to be in the boat.
That's right.
So God gave him the plan, but Noah had the responsibility of being as creative and as innovative and as ingenious with the plan as he could possibly be. And that was his responsibility. And I said that just to say this to somebody. No matter what your plan is, and no matter what God tells you, you got the opportunity to make it fit you.
That's right.
God will give us provision, but innovation and creativity is our responsibility.
That's right.
That's our responsibility because God will tell you, okay, I need you to go here and do that, but you got to make sure that the thing that God has given you to do fit you where you are.
Thank you, Lord.
If it's school, find a school that can work with your schedule.
Man.
If it's a business, find somebody who can work with you in the business. Find a plan that's tailor-made that fits you, because not every plan that everybody else works will fit you.
That's right.
So you got the right to be as creative, and God gave you that right. God gave you the right to be creative. He'll give you the material. He'll give you the plan, but the right to be creative is yours.
Amen.
That's right. Amen.
I can be as creative with this as I want to be. That's why I do what I do now. Because I'm in a situation where I can be as creative in ministry as I want to be. Ain't nobody telling me what to do with God.
Amen.
That's right.
It's beautiful when you don't have to ask somebody their permission to do what you want to do. When God has said, hey, I've called you to do this, here's what you need to do, you figure out how to make it work for you.
Thank you, Lord.
Noah had that responsibility of figuring out how to make it work for him. Then, watch this. The ark was made for a specific purpose.
Thank you, Lord.
So Noah couldn't make it what something else. He couldn't make something else out of it. It was an ark. The material God gave him had a specific purpose. The wood was probably good wood that was for flotation. The pitch inside and out, that's just nothing but putting something on there to keep the smell out from the outside and the inside. It was created for a specific purpose, which means that Noah couldn't look at it as something else. He could only look at it for what it was for. So then, the first thing I want to point out to you is that the ark was made for floating. It was not made for selling. That's why there probably wasn't any sales on the ark. It was made for floating. And so one thing we'll know about floating is this, is that when you're out floating and you have nothing to propel you forward, the ride is rough. Because you're at the mercy of the water.
That's right.
when you float.